And with these changes over the recent years, we have seen changes, positive changes, in many of the countries of this region. Governance challenges remain, development challenges remain, but there are hopeful signs too. The region is one of the fastest growing regions in the world, but the strengthening democratic architecture and values include the holding of elections and democratically elected leaders offers the most of the opportunities. The region has a history of instability and undemocratic governments, leading to civil unrest and bad governance. We will not dwell on it, but arguably the region is more stable and democratic than it has ever been in the recent past. Violence and unrest have subsided. Militaries have left the streets. Major insurgencies have been contained. In my own country, in the Maldives, on September 17th of 2018, we elected President Ibrahim Mohamed Solih with an overwhelming majority. On 17th November 2018, he took office promising to end corruption, foster good governance, and to protect the country's democracy, values, and the environment for future generations. In our neighborhood, Sri Lanka, 2.5 decades of civil war came to an end in 2009, bringing the promise of stability, peace, and progress. In Afghanistan, a country torn apart by terrorism and years of conflict, President Ashraf Ghani, his efforts towards preserving the gains of the last 20 years in entrenching democracy and protecting the fundamental rights of all sections of the society are noteworthy. Democracies don't fight each other. That is the common mantra. The promise of democratic peace offers plenty of opportunities for development and for cooperation. And I think this provides for a strong opportunity for regional diplomacy in building and strengthening institutions. Institutions that will foster a multilateral, regional approach in maintaining order in the Indian Ocean. A collaborative approach to maintaining a rules-based, inclusive order in the Indian Ocean is key, one that brings all the countries of the region together. Recent developments, such as IORA's working group on maritime safety and security, the Indian Ocean Naval Symposium, and the Gold Dialogue, are encouraging signs of strong commitment towards establishing a formal set of mechanisms for a multilateral approach in maintaining order in the Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean Naval Symposium and the Gold Dialogue have proven to be important platforms, bringing together policymakers, naval officers, and practitioners from the Indian Ocean countries and beyond. Especially the Gold Dialogue is an important avenue for building confidence, sharing information, and its host, Sri Lanka, has a lot of important lessons to share on maritime security. The Indian Ocean Naval Symposium has also emerged as an avenue for policy coordination. IORA's working group has the promise to become the institutional space for collaboration, developing a common vision of rules-based order in the region to deal with maritime security. This could include non-traditional threats such as transnational organized crime, piracy, drug trafficking, human trafficking and smuggling, arms smuggling, and disaster risks. Central to all these initiatives is the key role that India plays in creating an atmosphere for building confidence. India inspires and leads the development of these mechanisms into strong and credible institutions that can foster regional peace and security and ensure coordination and collaboration in an effort to uphold order and peace in the Indian Ocean. The relationship between the Maldives and India is stronger than ever. It is strong because of our shared values, history, and perspectives. It is so because India is the first responder with external support in any crisis, whether it is foreign terrorist mercenaries like in 1988, or in humanitarian emergencies, as we saw in the Indian Ocean tsunami. or most recently during COVID-19, as I discussed earlier. But our relationship is strong also because it is the hinge of stability in the Indian Ocean. The Maldives is the heart of the Indian Ocean. The major sea lines of communication in the Indian Ocean goes through the Maldives. Nearly 100,000 vessels pass through the Indian Ocean every year. This is equal to almost 10 billion tons of cargo, including 36 million barrels of oil per day, more than 65% of the world's oil trade. This undoubtedly makes the Maldives an important link in global trade, in addressing global challenges, where continuous stability in the Indian Ocean is fundamental for the security of the Maldives. And indeed, a stronger, prosperous, democratic, and politically stable Maldives is necessary for the security of the Indian Ocean. I thank you.